Hi and welcome to the tutorial on data patterns. I am Samir Pokarna, an architect with the BMC TrueSight IT Data Analytics team. In this tutorial, we will see how to create a custom date format and a corresponding custom subpattern. Before we begin creating a new data pattern, note that BMC TrueSight IT Data Analytics provides a list of default data patterns that you can use for indexing various log formats. When creating a data collector, if you do not find a data pattern that matches the date format in your log file, then you can create a new data pattern with the custom date format. So let us begin by adding a new data pattern. I have identified a log file that does not have an accurate match. Let me copy a few lines from this file into the sample text field. And now I will copy the sample timestamp and click Auto Detect. You see that an error message saying the date format is not auto-detected. Therefore, you need to specify a custom date format and create a corresponding subpattern. This subpattern is a regular expression needed to parse the timestamp string. Let us begin with creating a custom subpattern. But before we start, let us see if there is an existing date format that closely matches the format of the sample timestamp. Based on the sample timestamp, I need to look for a date format that starts with DD followed by MMM and then followed by YYYY. And here you can see a date format that is similar to the sample timestamp. If you look closely, you will notice that the only difference between this date format and the sample timestamp is the sample timestamp contains hyphens. When I select this date format, you can see that the primary pattern changes. Now we know the subpattern name corresponding to the date format that we just selected. We can use this subpattern to create the custom subpattern. So I'm going to copy this subpattern name to search for the corresponding subpattern expression. On scrolling down, you can see the subpattern expression matching the subpattern name. Let me copy this expression to create the custom subpattern expression. And then I will provide a name for this subpattern. Let me call it custom date format. And I will copy the sample timestamp to verify if the subpattern expression works correctly. Let us edit the subpattern expression so that it matches the sample timestamp. Because the sample timestamp contains hyphens, I'm going to edit the subpattern expression to add those hyphens. When I click test, you can see that the subpattern expression matched the sample timestamp. Let us add this subpattern to the list of existing subpatterns. You can see that the custom subpattern has got added. Now that the custom subpattern is ready, we need to add the custom date format. So in the date format list, I will select custom and then in the custom box, I will provide the custom date format. Note that the case of the characters is important. For more information about date formats, see the sample date formats topic in the product documentation. Finally, we need to add the custom subpattern to the primary pattern. To do this, I will go back to the custom subpattern that we just created and click Add to Primary Pattern. You can see that the subpattern gets appended to the primary pattern. Now, let's edit the primary pattern. First, I will edit the ignored data string because we do not expect any string before the timestamp. And then, I will replace the old subpattern name with the new subpattern name. When I click preview, you can see that the timestamp is extracted correctly. This is the end of the tutorial. Now we know how to create a custom date format and a corresponding custom subpattern. For more information about data patterns, see the product documentation available at docs.bmc.com. Thanks for watching.